Hey guys, Brett Weiss here. Welcome to another video. I'm at the Portland Retro Gaming Expo 2022. Awesome. It's been a great weekend so far, and I thought I would give you guys a look at the Pac-Man and Ms. Pac-Man museum set up here at the show. There's a lot of cool collectibles and games and stuff set up. And I mean, I played Pac-Man from the beginning, back when it came out. Pac-Man 1980, and then 1981 was Pac-Man Fever. I remember it well. It was great fun. There was a ton of merchandise, and they've got some really cool stuff set up here at the show. So let's take a look. All right, here we go. Originally called Pac-Man, but for the US they changed it to Pac-Man because they knew that machines would get vandalized and there'd be an unfortunate spelling there. Because that's why we can't have nice things. I actually have this Pac-Man record. I found it at Half Price Books for about $6 a few years ago. Oh, check it out. Ricky Schroeder. I love this show, Silver Spoons. I thought it was so cool that the kid had an arcade in their house. And my mom didn't like me watching that show because they thought Ricky Schroeder, the kid, they thought he was spoiled. He did have an arcade. I can't remember the name of the character, but it was played by Ricky Schroeder. They thought he was a spoiled kid. My mom just didn't like that show much. He had a train in his house, too. Pretty awesome that you could actually ride. I love these old Coleco tabletop Pac-Man machines. These are awesome. They play well, and they're really cool design-wise. Some great Pac-Man, Ms. Pac-Man advertising there. And I've got all these games, which is pretty awesome. Ooh, the Ms. Pac-Man tabletop. I have Pac-Man tabletop. I won it in a tournament one time, but I don't have Ms. Pac-Man. Party plates. Very cool. I like that they have a light bright setup here. That's awesome. Pac-Man collection for the ColecoVision, like a homebrew. Old puzzle there. I love this stuff. Let's go down to the next row here. More games and records there. Hubba Hubba. That is one cool looking dress. Ms. Pac-Man for the Master System. Harder to find than the Genesis version. I've got that game. I love the adaptation on the Super Nintendo. Great stuff. Shockingly good port of Ms. Pac-Man on the 2600. A lot of you know that Pac-Man was terrible on the 2600, or at least it wasn't a very good arcade conversion. I enjoyed playing it, but they redeemed themselves with the 2600 version of Ms. Pac-Man. Very good port. Ooh, that's cool. This handheld. I would love to have that in my collection. Very cool. And the Pac-Man version. I never could warm up to Pac-Land. Just didn't care for that game a whole lot. But I love me some Pac-Mania. Very cool. Ooh, Neo Geo Color Pac-Man. Awesome. Great stuff, man. It's Pac-Mania all over again here in 2022. Here we go. You can pause the screen on that if you want to read more of that. Some diagrams, early development process of Pac-Man, so very cool. Pac-Man board game, which I actually have. Got it at a thrift store many years ago. Love it. I've got this big box Pac-Man game for the Atari 8-bit computer. Makes a great display piece because the box is so big. Pac-Man spawned a bunch of books. Looks like they've got a couple here. Ooh, I don't have this one. I'm very curious. Oh, it's an ID chart. Interesting. Bubble set. There was so much Pac-Man merchandise back in the day. It was crazy.
So that's what we're, that's on the download, that's not. But I wouldn't talk at her. But yeah, so on our.
I love these little action figures. These are great.
I invited them to the panel and just, it's a simple slide. It's 7 slides, is just where we're at, challenges, just the board. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for in here. What time do you want me to come in for teardown?
It stops at 5, but if you are not here right at 5, then
They're talking museum business over here. Hancock and Kelsey.
Feel free to share anything. I'll send you just the slide.
The Miss Pac-Man board game is pretty cool. I've got one. They added some bows to it. Very festive. Amazing stuff you don't see every day. Let's take a look at, got a few tables set up here with more stuff. There's a newer Pac-Man board game. I got that for Christmas. Pretty cool. Still cranking out Pac-Man memorabilia games and stuff. Ooh, very cool. Love it. And some modern and modern-ish Pac-Man games.
I'm big on preservation, and I found some things that aren't low level.
Oh, that's nifty. Little dice game there, board game. Pixels, not a great movie, not very funny. It should have been funnier, but I love the video game graphics in it. All right, what else have we got here? Let's check out this table. Now we're going to be checking out some Pac-Man clones. Pac-Man 2, Intex. I've got that. It's not bad. Cosmic Cruncher. Pac-Man spawned a bunch of copycats back in the day, as you might expect. Most of you probably know. Munchman, that's a pretty fun game. It's one of my favorite TI-99 games. Snackman. Some of these were very thinly disguised. Oh, Crazy Otto, that's cool. Google Crazy Otto, and you will get some interesting history on that. Awesome stuff. And of course, there's the famous lawsuit regarding Casey Munchkin. You can pause on that if you want to check that out. Casey Munchkin and Casey's Crazy Chase. Probably my 2 favorite Odyssey 2 games. Nice little ad here for those KC games. In some ways they're better than Pac-Man for the 2600. And a Miss Pac-Man arcade cab. Plug and play action. And the vilified Pac-Man Atari 2600 port, which back in the day when I was a kid, I played the heck out of this game. I didn't really care that it was that different from the arcade game, because I had pretty much gotten burned out on arcade Pac-Man, and when the 2600 version came out, it offered new challenges, a new maze, and I loved it, to be honest. And this is put on by the Video Game History Foundation. Very cool of them to bring all this stuff out for display and for fun and educational purposes. Pretty awesome. And you can give online if you're so inclined. All right, there you go, guys. The Pac-Man and Miss Pac-Man exhibit at Portland Retro Gaming Expo 2022. It's been an awesome show so far. I've still got the whole Sunday to go. We'll see how many more books I can sell and Blu-rays. So far, so good. Guys, let me know in the comments your memories of Pac-Man and Miss Pac-Man. Did you play it back in the day? Did you only discover it more recently? I would love to hear from you guys. And if you went to the Portland Retro Gaming Expo, if you checked out this show, I would love to hear from you. All right, guys, we will talk to you in another video. Thank you so much for watching.